You go and play. Go play. Go. Wow, Wooly here. Guys, it's getting near that time. It's getting near that time of year when people start asking me about gifts, guys. Gifts for the budding bushcrafter in their life, guys. So what I've decided to do, instead of repeating myself over and over again, is that I've compiled a list, which is down below in the comments, guys, along with links, affiliate links to all these, well, actually, not all of them, most of these items, okay? So, let's have a look at what I think are the best gifts for the bushcrafter in your life. You're not going to make this easy, are you? Guys, I'm going to start the list with something that that the kids are always asking me about, and parents as well, asking me about as well, guys. And that's knives, right? So knives range from extremely cheap to the absolutely ridiculously expensive £300+ for a knife, okay, guys? So what I would tend to stay away from is these cheap Chinese type knives that you buy in, that are cheap in like fishing shops and camping shops and stuff like that, guys. And knives that you, the type of knife that you see people selling on the side of the street when you're on holidays, okay? Generally, I would stay away from them. So what I have here, guys, is, you know, I have a couple of budget options, guys, that I think, because these, you know, because these guys are only starting off and generally will end up losing it or leaving it wet in a rucksack and they're going to get destroyed, guys. I think budget is the best, but that doesn't mean that it has to be no good, okay? These are some really, really good knives, okay? Basically, anything that is made, the more a budget range or the more a basic range, and also the Hultifers range, guys. Now, what I have come across, these are very similar, okay? These are very similar, guys. So these have this thermoplastic sheath, okay, that has a little belt clip on the back. So does this one as well, okay? What I have discovered from my research and from my use of knives and stuff is that there is not a lot of difference between the Moras and the Hultifers, except that the Hultifers just seem to be a little bit of better value, okay? So both these are stainless steel knives, okay? And what that'll do is, that will give your children, or give whoever you're giving it to, they're sort of more hard wearing, okay? They're more hard wearing in that they won't rust as easy. Now they're stainless, okay? Stainless, that doesn't mean they're not going to stain. But guys, this is something that should be looked after and should be looked after by the kids. Now, if you are worried that they might stab themselves, okay? Hultifers have this, which is called a safety knife, which is very, very similar to the other knife, except it is rounded at the tip. As you can see, this is one of my kids' knives, which they are not looking after. Next, guys, let's talk about fire. Let's talk about ferro rods and stuff like that, guys. Now, ferro rods are something that you can pick up, guys, and you can pick up cheap enough. Sometimes eBay is a great resource for them, but sometimes it's very hard to figure out what size of ferro rod you're actually getting, okay? So what I have, guys, is over the years using ferro rods and stuff like that, I've actually started using these Tbs Ferro Rods, guys. Now these come in at about $4.99, I think, and I don't know what shipping is on top of that as well, but these are quite good. These are good, actually, you know, and you can get them, and the shipping is only coming from the UK, so you don't end up waiting 3 months for something to come from China, okay? Now, they will just come like this with a little tag on it, but I recently got given this, guys, and this is worth a little look as well. Somebody gave me this recently, and this is Forest Fundamentals, right? Now, this is going to end up, I think from what I could find, these are about $9.99 with free shipping on Amazon, alright? But what you get is just much nicer. You get a couple of little cards on the inside, and very nice packaging, you know, because if you're thinking about it being a gift, you get stickers, yay, stickers, okay, and you get a nice little leather lanyard. The ferro rod itself is quite a chunky one, okay, and you get a fat wood stick. I thought that was pretty cool, guys. It's just, you know, so just another option for you. But I definitely wouldn't be paying any more than a tenner for a ferro rod, guys. Definitely not. These things are going to get lost. They're going to get dropped out in the forest and, you know, in a bag somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Left in a bag somewhere and never found again. Guys, I would be looking at getting them some sort of a saw, right? This is a Baco Laplander saw, guys. An absolutely fantastic bushcraft saw, as for, you know, from my experience, and I would highly recommend it. I would say these are going to cost you around £20, okay, £20, and they are well worth it, well worth it. So, to get into bushcraft, you want to spend more time outside, you want to encourage that, yes, of course you do, guys. Get them a head torch. Kids love head torches, they're great crack, do you know what I mean? So this is I've had a lot of different types of head torches over the years. I've been wearing and using head torches for about 20 odd years, and guys, these little energizer ones are hard to beat, okay? This is 400 lumens, which in normal everyday speak means it's really bright. And these cost about £12. Now I've head torches. I've had head torches that cost £40, and they are nowhere near as bright as this, guys. Okay, so this is again, you know, technology in torches is moving very fast at the minute. So, you know, I would be wary of buying an expensive head torch, which is probably going to be outdated in 2 years. Whereas £14.99, guys, and that's our. I'm going to say between £10 and £12. This, you know, this is hard to beat, you know, and this will be one of those things. If you get somebody one, you'll end up having to get one for everybody in the house. I know that there is 4 of these in our house after getting one. Whose name is on this? It says Dad. Guys, water bottles and containers, right? No, that's enough now, Bruno. That's enough. Water bottles and containers. Okay, so a container is basically like a pot, something that if they're really starting to get into the bushcraft and they want to do a little bit of cooking or making tea or something outside, you know, that's what you're talking about. Okay, guys, this is the Stanley Adventure Cook Set. Now I've modified this a little bit. That's why it has this. These retail at around 20 quid, and they come with 2 nesting cups on the inside of these, and these are bomb proof, very hard wearing, very well made, and definitely I recommend this. This one, my own, guys, I've done a video on this, I'll link it, okay? And this is actually converted into a coffee French press, okay? These are super cool little things, take up very little room, okay? And would be cool for somebody who's getting into it to play with, you know, lighting fires and boiling water and stuff, okay? Also in the same category, guys, has to be water bottles. Now this is the Clean Canteen, right? That is the company that makes this, and there'll be a link down below to the company website. Guys, I must have 15 different water bottles, and 13 of them, I went through the cupboard the other day and I took all these water bottles and put them out into the shed, and I have been left with this and another Clean Canteen that is insulated, okay? This is uninsulated, and the reason why I would recommend this to the budding bushcrafter, guys, is because you can use this to boil water, okay? It is a water bottle, but you can place this on a fire and you can boil water in it because it is single lined, okay? Stainless steel, single lined. Guys, I had Camelbacks, I had all these different types of water bottles, and they all have failed. And it's only when I was going through them and getting rid of them that I realised the only 2 that are still working 100% are the 2 Clean Canteens, guys. And definitely I would recommend these, okay? These are excellent pieces of equipment, and anybody who's into bushcraft will say the same. Guys, if your kids like books or they like reading and they're into bushcraft, you can't go far wrong with either of these twos written by Dave Canterbury. And this is Bushcraft 101 and Advanced Bushcraft, guys. Well worth it, you know, well worth it. A field guide to the art of wilderness survival, guys. And there's an illustrated version of this as well. And he has multiple books out along these lines, and they're very, very well thought out and very, very well written. We're nearly done. We're nearly done, guys. Relax the cax. Okay, so what I have behind me, guys. If your kids are progressing, or if your significant other is progressing into the bushcraft, guys, and you're looking just something to help them along, I would suggest what I have, the camouflage thing just here. This is a British Army basha, a DPM basha, and what you have behind it, the green one, is the DD 3 meters by 3 meters tarp. The basha is a tarp as well, guys. A bushcraft tarp is incredibly cool, and one of these things that somebody gets hours of endless entertainment out of, like me. Putting it up, setting it up, doing all this stuff in the forest, guys. Do you know what I mean? So it's you know, definitely well worth it. Now, the DD tarp is slightly more expensive, in and around £30–35, whereas the basha, the British Army camouflage one, is going to be about £20–25. Guys, those British Army bashas are incredibly tough. They are Bruno's playing with this thing. They're really, really well made, guys, and they're excellent. And so are the DD tarps, guys. But the DD tarps are bigger and they're lighter. Okay, they're lighter when you're holding them, but they roll up a little bit bigger. But guys, definitely recommend them. Guys, that's it. That is the list, and that's the things that I think make good presents for the budding bushcrafter in your life. Okay, whether it be husband, wife, child, whatever. Guys, a lot of those, you know, you could sort of take them in order if you want. If you were going to buy 4, start with knife, saw, ferro rod, you know, and so on and so forth, or books or something like that. Guys, the links to everything below, everything is linked below, sorry, but they are affiliate links, guys, and what that means is that if you buy through that link, I will get a tiny percentage of that sale, and it will not cost you anything else, anything more, guys, and that will help the channel out a little bit down the line. Okay, so guys, listen, thanks for watching. Stay frosty.